Hey guys, hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We just wanted to come on real quick and talk to you about what to do when you're very busy, but you don't feel like you're very productive. So welcome to our video or to our page also if you are new, and if you're not new, welcome back if you've watched our videos before. So I just want to introduce us. We are Steve and Theresa with BalanceFitLifestyles.com.
I'm Steve.
And we help people to live a healthy, balanced, and more meaningful life. So let's just get into the video. For one thing, Steve and I have done this several times. We refer to our values as our big rocks, and we talk about this all the time. And we've actually done this video a couple of other times. It's just been a while, and we've never posted it on our website. So we thought, let's make another video, come live, and just show this to you guys, because it's really, I think it's a great visual to show us exactly, what it looks like when we feel we're just so busy, but we're not very productive. And this is actually something we found from Stephen Coveys, like 30 years ago. He's been talking about this.
It really kind of changed my life when I first heard about it. I mean, so that's why we keep showing it, because if you really, really live by this, it can change your life. It really can. It'll give you your life more excitement and more meaning, which is
what we want. Exactly. So we're just going to get right into it, okay, guys? Hey, and if you come on, even if you're coming on later and it's the replay, if you would put replay in the comments, or if you're coming on, you're watching us live, just say hi and let us know where you're watching from, because we love to see that. So anyway, so this right here demonstrate, this is a little symbol. This is our life. This is our day, I guess, also. So this is our day that is empty. It's just the morning. We just got up, and we get to fill it with all kinds of stuff.
So this is the stuff that you fill it with. This is the stuff that goes in. It's going to the school. It's driving your kids around to practices. It's going to the grocery store. It's paying bills. Everything that you do, they're important things. These are important things. But it's something that you tend to do every day. You do the same thing over and over and over again. And even though it's important, you kind of start getting this feeling that you're just going in circles. You're not going anywhere with your life. And that's what the big rocks are. So.
Right. So, how do we want to do this first? For this? It's going to get noisy.
Yeah, it's going to get noisy. So this is us putting our day, doing our work. It's going to be every day,
laundry,
this is all the stuff they're doing.
Going to the grocery store, did you say that?
Yeah. So this goes into your day, and you get all this stuff done, and you think, oh wait, I need to make sure that I get all the bills paid. I need to make sure, not do you pay the bills, but you want to make sure that you're financially set. You've got all your finances in order. So you go and you put your finances in. You start, checking your accounts and making sure everything's right. And then you think, oh, there's that book that I really wanted to read. So you go and you start reading this book. It's like,
you said at the first of the year you were going to read more.
That's right. That's right. That's one of the things you're going to do. And then you say, oh, but I haven't spent enough time with my spouse yet to let her know how much I love her, and I haven't spent enough time with the kids, and I really want to do that. That's important to me. So I'm gonna start spending time with the kids more. And then you think, oh shoot, I haven't prayed, I haven't read the Bible, I haven't talked to God, I haven't been, spending the time with God that I need to be spending time with. So I need to do that too. So you put that in there. And then you think, oh shoot, I forgot. I also need to work out. How am I going to do this? I need to make sure that I exercise today also. And then what you find out is there's not enough time in the day. And all of a sudden you find out that you're having to leave some of this out. It's like, well, you start juggling things around. Well, maybe I don't really need to pray to God or read the Bible. So I'll kind of put that off to the side.
We'll do it tomorrow.
And I'm really, really, really tired, so I really don't feel like working out right now. So I'm fine with this. And that's kind of how you go through life. And every day you come up and maybe you tend to leave out some things. Some people spend all their lives on one thing. It's like, I don't care what I'm going to do. I am going to work on money. I've got to get money coming into this house. If I don't have money coming in, I don't have anything. And they focus everything on that. And then they get to their end of their lives and they find out all these things that were really important to them at one time are actually still important to them. And now there's no time for it because they're in their life and they should have been taking care of it all along. So Did we even talk about what first leaves are? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
So that's where we came up with what our values are. These are our values. These big rocks are the things that we think are truly, truly, truly important in life. So what are they?
Okay, that's financially. So that's one of them. Intellectually, relationally, spiritually, and train physically, which stands for first, for do first things first, which we have a video series where we go into a lot more detail than what we're going to be doing tonight. But that's why our big rocks, or we also call them our firstlies,
right?
Doing first things first.
And that's what our whole video series is because this is really talking about you enjoying your life, you getting up every day and feeling excited because you're actually going towards something that you came up with. It's your life. You make it as exciting or as boring as you want it to be. You can do important things that never really does anything for you, or you can do all these things, and that's what we're going to show you. You can do all these things and still have something going towards production in your life. Something that makes you feel great to get up in the morning and something that you're actually going for.
Right, so it's going to get noisy. So we're just going to start back to the beginning of our day. Okay.
So we find that if you actually put your first things first.
Right, so you're going to work on financially. You're going to go to work and do all the stuff, pay your bills and all that good stuff. And
the way we're doing this is something that, and again, we have a whole video series on this, and we actually have an opt-in on this also that you can do. But the way we do first things first is, it doesn't necessarily mean do all these things first thing in the morning and then you have the rest of the day to do this. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about journaling every single week, and you journal towards with each one of these in mind. And we'll talk more about that probably Saturday in a later video about journaling your first things first. So that's why if we call these our firstlies or we call them our big rocks, it's all the same thing. We use all those interchangeably, or our firstlies. It's all the same thing. So each week we say, okay, when are we going to do financially?
Financially. And then intellectually, when do we want to read, learn something new, get better, improve ourselves? Relationally, with our spouse, parents, children, spend some extra time. Friends, exactly. Spiritually, so spend some time with God. However, spiritually you
reading the Bible, right?
Whatever, yeah.
Right. However, whatever it means to you to get closer to God, to get closer to whatever you think your higher power is. Obviously,
ours is God.
We believe in God.
Yeah. And then train physically, because it's the T in first. That's all we could come up with.
And that's not just physically. That doesn't mean just working out or exercising. It also means nutritionally and everything also. Yeah. And we talk about this, we'll talk about it on our website, in our blog. We'll have some videos on that. And again, we have a whole video series where we really kind of go into some of this stuff.
Okay.
So now we put our first things first, and now we put in everything else that we have to get done throughout the day. And what you find out
is it fits.
Is everything still fits. So before we did everything we need to do, and then we tried to hurry up and cram those important things at the end of the day, or the end of the week, or the end of the month, or the end of the year, or the end of your life. And that's not the time to cram things in, because these are what you truly feel are important to you. And you can do them as long as you prioritize your values, you prioritize your first things first. Then everything else, you're still going to find time to pay the bills. You're still going to find time to go to the store. You're still going to find time to do the laundry, take the kids where they need to be. You're still going to find time to do that stuff. But now, instead of feeling like you're just spinning in circles doing the same thing every single day, you're going to actually have a goal in mind, a future focus in mind. And each of your values, as you prioritize these each week, each of your values will actually be taking you towards that goal in mind. So at the end of the day, you can lay down and say, let's see, financially, intellectually, relationally, spiritually, yep.
Oh, goodness.
I did something towards all my values.
Right, exactly. And, let us know, even if you're watching the replay or now, let us know if you feel like you are just constantly doing something. It's just, you don't even feel like you have time to do any of the extra stuff, those things that are really important to you. I mean, everybody has the same amount of time in the day. When I saw this, I was like so excited, and it still always excites me. Yeah. I mean, I just think it's the most It's like we can really do all this stuff. And you know, things you do spend a little bit more time in some areas. You're going to go through seasons of your life that are different, but you still focus on all of these areas at least a little bit. So, I mean,
and that's normal. That's normal.
Right.
I mean, there may be some times that you're really crunched for money and you really need to focus on money, and that's fine. But still do a little bit towards each one every week, and then maybe, you know, a month, 2 months down the road, it's like, oh, now there's this book I've really been needing to read or listen to on audio or something that everybody says this is a great book. That's all what we do. Personal development is that's all we do. We listen to audio, we listen to podcasts, we read books, and they're all on personal development. And audio is great, you know, audio books. Audible. There it is. Audible is all we listen to, like in the car, instead of listening to the radio and news and all that kind of stuff. So you'll find things and working out. You know, there's some things that you do want to do every day. You do want to exercise every day. You do want to think nutritionally every time you put something in your mouth. You do want to pray to God and talk to God all the time. You do want to do those things. Reading, you know, depending on your time, maybe you do it, maybe you can't. And we talk about that also. We'll talk about different things you can do. The main thing is that you realize these are values. You realize that these are just steps to your future focus, that you decide what your future focus is, and you decide what steps you need to take towards that. But as you do that, you don't want to end up at the end of your life thinking, great, now I've got all the money I could need, and I can't do anything with it because my health is failing, and I'm spending all my money for my ex-wife and my children because of you know, divorces, because you didn't keep your relationship. You end up dying alone because you didn't have any friends. You never talk to God, and now you're saying, oh, God, I hope you're still there because I'm getting close to the end of my life, and I'm wondering what's going to happen to me at the end, you know? So that's what you don't want to do, is focus all your attention on just one or two for your entire life. If you put more emphasis that during certain periods in your life, that's, you know, for a month or two, that's fine. As long as every single week you're at least doing something with each one of these. And again, we have an opt-in. It's free. It's a free opt-in. And we'd go a little bit more into that, about how you figure out what your goals are, your future focus. You set your goals, you set them around your values. And then if you really want to delve deep into it, then we also have a video series that you can purchase. And it's you know, it's very, very affordable. but it's something we truly believe in. We live our lives by it. We've told our sons how to live their lives by it, their friends, our friends. It works. It gives your life more excitement, more meaning, and a reason to get up with enthusiasm.
Right. So I think that's it, guys. Hey, if you come on, just go ahead and tell us where you're from. Say hi. And if you're catching the replay, be sure to put in the comments that you're catching the replay, and because we would love to hear from you if you have any questions about any of this. We think that this is just such good stuff here, and we wanted to share it with you guys. And I'm going to put in the comments section, I'm going to put a link to our website on how you can get our the opt-in on doing first things first, focusing on, you know, the firstlies that we were just talking about, and that you work on that weekly. And if there's anything else,
What's the name of the website?
Oh, balancedfitlifestyles.com.
Oh, thank you. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll put that in the comments. And if you have any questions, again, just leave a comment below and we will get back with you about that. But go enjoy your evening, and we will just talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.